Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Здорово, Виталий, еще раз. Это Gridfall. Gridfall.
Hey! Green blood.
Чё, включен же микрофон.
My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so?
Ну это типа обучалки.
Fight with honor.
Пауза, пробел. Отлично я выбрал атаку. И чё? Захват цели. Да, я вечно... Я привык на паузу это. Применить. Как выйти, бля? Ну, нажал я, все. Ну, открыл. Использовать. И чё, бля? Это типа этого, знаешь, викторианской эпохи, типа Dragon Age и Mass Effect 1. Что-то такое. А, нажмите Tab. Вот. И куда-то поставить, я понял. И переместить. Я понял. Что от меня хотят? Привязать. Допустим, сюда. Вот. Да ё-моё. Все. Пробел-то, блин, это открыть интерфейс. Левый shift. Это уклонение. И мы куда-то отплываем сейчас, типа. Я сейчас так на часок запустил, отдохну чуть-чуть. Создал перса и это. Посмотрим.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
Стать эмиссаром, ночным эмиссаром. Тут типа магия плюс вот эти мушкеты, просто такая эпоха. Я выбрал играть за инженера, это типа дальний бой плюс... Ну типа вора что ли, ну это называется инженер. Все говорят, Единственный недостаток игры, типа, плохая анимация, лицевая. Ну, я играл в Mass Effect Andromeda, мне не страшно, блин.
And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
А так, говорят, РПГшка и прочее. Отличная.
You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of
А, даже так, смесь готики и этой.
But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you.
И Dragon Age. Даже так говорят.
We'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Попрощаться с матерью.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so.
Больно чем-то, серьезно так.
Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Так, теперь надо...
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
Да, лицевая анимация, конечно, говно, но не такая, как в этом, хотя бы не раздражающая, как Mass Effect в начале была, пока они ее не исправили. Тем более тут по лицам читать такое себе. Тут больше на текст.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Так, вот характеристики. В составе группы Курт. Вот его характеристики. У него выносливость, сила и ловкость, да? 9. Все виды холодного. Снаряжение, которое у него есть. Двуручный меч. Равновесие 56. Так и не понял пока, что такое равновесие. Ну окей. А, можно выбрать, да, другую шляпу. Все. Принять в группу. Подтвердить и выйти. Журнал заданий. Дополнительные задания.
Their
Во,
dwellings are not far from here.
а
Would you go?
показать,
Very well.
показать на карте.
We'll be waiting for us next to the ship.
Вот, надо
I don't
туда.
know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
А как-то можно поставить метку? Типа это доп. Задание, тут спуститься нельзя. Люди АФК стоят, пока не подойдешь к ним. О, смотрите, есть что-то такое. Сырая и... То есть тут можно обыскивать левые, да, ящики. Вот эти вот все. Они так горят специально. О!
To my help, and death to the others! Broke your armor. Be careful.
Убили. Надо было сжать, конечно, аптечку, но... Я не знал, что так нападут. Я думал, это типа мирный город, бегаешь, пока там собираешь. А как там пистолет поставить? Давайте так. Один. Ага. Ну-ка, кто-то там руками махал. Может поговорить с ней?
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Это хорошо. Сильное зелье магии. Хорошо. Перчатки ювелира. Ремесло +1, броня +6. Я пока пытаюсь понять. Ботинки. То есть равновесие, чем больше, тем лучше, да? Угу. Шпага. Рапира алхимика. Оглушение. Шанс 75. Выработка ярости +2. Расход ярости на атаку 25. Стихийный удар 86. Пробивание брони меньше, зато физически больше. Угу. Окей. А в пистолетах что дали? О, мушкетон дали, да? Оглушение, блин. Урон меньше, но пробивание брони больше. Давайте возьмем. Так, тут шляпу еще дали. Ну тут все просто, все одеваем, что лучше статы. Окей. Тут у нас ингредиенты, боеприпасы. Второй уровень науки нужен. Первый уровень, ну, короче, уровень науки нужен. Подарок матери. Кодекс. Сирена. Крупнейший город, торговое содружество. Так. Ну понял, это типа местные карнаки. Так. А, подождите, я там... Так, оборудование, огнестрельное оружие. Привязать на единичку. Да.
To my help, and death to the others!
Да ё-моё, убери ты с него. Ни хрена непонятно. Ну, видимо, да. Мне понятно, как отражение делать, но мне непонятно, по-моему, контр-удар, что ли. Сильный. Сейчас посмотрим. Чё я... Блин, я вечно пробел пытаюсь нажать. Да, да ничего, зато я обучусь играть на этом. Я просто поставил там 4 уровня сложности, типа easy, normal, hard и сложно. Я поставил 3 hard. Посмотрим. Тут надо выбрать грамотного. Ты не знаешь, как ты продержишься. Я тут еле отбиваюсь. Я почти одного убил, бля. Не смог переключиться, не понял, как цель переключать. Фиана, тренируемся. После харда, как зовется сложность? Нет, ну тут просто, видишь, управление нестандартно для таких игр. Не пробел уклонения, а пробел тактическая пауза, бля. Вот опять я пробел нажимаю вместо шифта. Своего попал. А, во. Забавно. Да нет, тут я думаю, что оно удобно сделано. Может, надо привыкнуть и все. Сейчас разберемся. А какого хрена? Ну тут, конечно, с камерой такая себе работа. О, меч дали. Взять все. Так, мне интересно вот эти здания. В них можно типа заходить, да? Но они пустые. Это начинает напоминать мне Карнак из Dishonored, тоже такой полузаброшенный какой-то город. Все умирают, все что-то это. А как тут Quick Save, интересно, делать? Это должен быть Quick Save, Quick Load. 70 метров. Ну, анимация такое, блин. Я к каким только анимациям не привык. О, кстати, там что-то есть. Зелье, боеприпасы, цветы, золотые монеты. Как туда залезть? Видите, там что-то есть. Вот чуваки появились. Тихо, тихо. Через Ешку, короче, забирать все быстро. Не, ну я не скажу, что она мне прям очень нравится. Но что-то в ней есть такое, какая-то такая романтика готики. Вот эти полукорявенькое управление, вот это вот все такое. Знаете. Вот я сюда бегу. Посольство Телема. Вот, вот. Тут магазин есть, тут мастерская, таверна, там куча всего еще. Так, давайте посмотрим, как это. Где управление? Где там F-ки всякие? F5, быстрое сохранение, F5. Я вроде нажимал. А, вот пошел сохранение, вижу. Теперь вижу. Ведьмак, скажем так, на минималках. Так, где там? Нам туда. Да переодеться в новые шмотки потом, это ж не после каждого боя. Тыркаться как этот. О, договориться с продавцом. Нормально у тебя глаза.
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
Ты оружие
This is
продаешь.
inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
Что-то все
I'll
больные.
be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Харизма. Интуиция. Давайте
I don't think you
харизма.
understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sade, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the
Типа
Congregation
поможет,
of
не
Merchants.
поможет.
During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable. Especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord.
А, харизма сработала,
I shall go
типа.
immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title.
Монетная стража, репутация +1.
Quartermaster must be expecting us.
Так, отлично. ХПшка не восстанавливается. Вот что я нашел, да? Это то, что стоит у меня сейчас или что? Это то, что экипиру... А, тут есть типа А, Б. Холодное оружие А, холодное оружие Б есть, видите, да? Это ловкость нужна. А у меня я качнул уже ловкость. Ну-ка, давайте-ка назад. Я не вижу здесь... А, вот оружие А. Угу. Вот оружие Б. Стихийного урона меньше. Ладно, пока ставим так. По перчаткам что-то было. Перчатки доктора. Меньше, но сопротивлению яду больше. Стихийному все фигня, короче. Все эти сопротивления полная херотень. Вот дерево навыков, я так понял. Огнестрельное оружие. Я взял вот это. Тут есть ловушки, яды. Это вот, видишь, 3 ветки. 3 ветки этого. Плюс есть сабклассы, я так понял, да? То есть это воин, это маг, это вот рога. Есть сабклассы. То есть вот эта ветка, это сабкласс, перекат. Это позволяет отбрасывать и носить магический урон. Это чисто ветка бомба. И вот эти вот, да? Вот это вот. То есть у каждого что-то есть. Есть характеристики. Я вложился в стрельбу, в меткость. А, в ловкость я не вкладывался. Да, я гоню. В ловкость я не вкладывался. Я в меткость вложился. Тут есть выносливость, сила воли, это на ману. Духовная сила, это урон заклинаний. Угу. Есть таланты. Талант я взял первый, это вот... О, кстати. Вот этот взлом замков взял. Интуиция и ремесло. Можно сбрасывать, я смотрю, да? Окей. Окей. Так, давайте, куда мы идем дальше-то? Вот еще один побочный квест. Давайте пойдем на него. Поговорить сквозь... О, подожди. Что это было? Это была карта мира, да? Вот. А мы отправимся вот на этот остров, я так понимаю. Новая Сирена, мы отправимся. А вот сейчас где мы находимся? Тирфараде. Сирена — это места. Это цветы. Как они выглядят. И для чего они применяются. Вот. Это народ, который я встречаю. Так, сколько там до туда бежать? 83 метра. А тут есть закрыто? Это закрыто? Хорошо, что я сохранился, блин. Убили. Место, конечно, пипец неудобное. Я вроде сохранялся. До 12 ячеек быстро. Тут, короче, говорится об алхимическом рецепте. Запинал, нет? Отлично. Золотые ловушки, шкура. Собираем пока все. О, блин, что-то было сейчас с камерой. Шляпа разбойника. Все, да? Тут тупик. Хотя я почти левел взял. Ну как? Так, F5. Это алхимик. Шкура ягоды боярышника. А как с тобой поговорить? Никак нельзя, что ли? А может, пока обучение закрыто? Ну, пока на острове. О, блин, такие, блин. Точно надо скачать этот. Американская история ужасов. Вторую часть. Второй сезон, в смысле. Так, где ты там? 12 метров. Бонжур, ёпта.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, no. If he finds an alternative solution...
Надо отправить груз, да? И надо сделать это легально, наверное. Есть два варианта, наверное, а то и три. Угу. Так, это выход. Нет. А, вот это выход. То есть через квартал. Блин. Да я просто еще этими живу. Гринхеллом. Тем управлением. Вот это что сейчас было? Камера куда-то глюканула.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm Desade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself.
Юнгу надо найти еще.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Через месяц.
If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurd. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Ладно, пока-пока.
Be back soon, Captain.
Окей.
You still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back.
I'm still without news of my cabin.
Блин, я нажал
Be back
вместо,
soon, Captain.
вместо того, чтобы уйти просто. Так. Итого. Охрана склада. Тут подделать записи в судовом журнале. Надо зайти туда, да? Дальше. Надо найти чувака. Надо найти и Юнга здесь, наверное. Это всем сообщить. А здесь что? Непонятно пока что. Это где-то вот здесь, да, подделать запись. А тут есть каким-то территории других государств. Это ухудшится. А как красться, блин? Надо другую одежду одеть, да? Чтобы на их территории нормально.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. The Harbour Master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the Port Authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, we didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
И чё? И нахрен я сюда вышел, вопрос. Надо тут что-то сделать, да? Спуск. Или нет, или не надо. Я тут ничего не вижу. Может, туда как-то погрузить надо что-то? Сюда можно и так проникнуть, да, без того, чтобы его на это. Нет, тут надо сюда войти, да? Не. Тюрьма нафтов, склады нафтов. Тут ничего такого нету. Это я типа... Или там сначала запись надо подделать? Ну, предположим, сначала запись. Предположим. Так, F5 нажимаем. Да, бьют они больно. F8 загрузить или какой там? F6 загрузить. Да. Тут надо либо красться, либо... Ну там наверху кто-то есть. Значит, нужна одежда на нафтов. Нафта это другая, так я так понял, это государство. Ну, хотя назвать государство. Запретная территория. Патронов нет. Ни хрена себе там чувак непробиваемый. Боеприпасов нет. Все, броню уничтожили. Тут, о, мушкетон на 118, нифига себе. И что тут надо сделать? Ну, это клево, что я сюда залез и что-то стырил. Ты, так понял, не по сюжету, да? Почти, кстати, левел взял. Да, не по сюжету сюда. Ладно, сейчас мы тут... То есть тут нету никакого взлома, ты просто берешь. Что там было? Сломанное что-то или что? Гоу, побегаем. Ну, вроде только это надо переодеть было. Оглушение меньше, пробивание брони меньше намного. А почему не могу одеть мушкетон? А, оружие надо изучить. Но пистолет тоже неплохо. Плюс 81. Тут понятно все. Шляпа еще. Зачет. Так, давайте попробуем зайти. Может, сейчас меня примут за своего в этом камзоле. Для дебилов, да, специально сделано. Может, найдем лазейку. Блин. О. А как лестницу там скинуть? Кто знает. Даже если ее скину, то нифига не получу. А если с этой стороны попытаться зайти? Лестница не берется, я имею в виду отсюда. Можно как-то? Это кто? Ну я вроде выгляжу как этот чувак. Го попытаемся зайти.
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Бонжур. Ну-ка, давай вот сейчас вот я проверю, блин. Никак она не реагирует, вроде бы нет. А, это количество, сколько там взять можно. Так, наверху, а где? Неплохо живете. Неплохо. Так, вот.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Все, теперь на склад. Можно, да? О, кстати. Не видел. Шмоток дается. И тут как-то можно их это разбирать будет? Потому что сомневаюсь, что их можно будет продавать. Давай еще обыщем тут. Чё нет-то? Зелье очень много дается, заметил. Ладно, выходим. Не палимся. Подмешать на... Подожди, какой нахер снотворное? Кому? Чё по квестам вообще? Ага, подмешать снотворное. Пропавший нарт. Окей. Жесть какая. О, кстати, а ты кто?
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
Мы типа освободили.
You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Репутация... А, не закончена, да? Капитан Васка. То есть все, да? Этот квест, так понимаю, выполнен. Квартирмейстером казарм. Это сзади где-то. С тобой поговорить? Нет. А ты что хочешь? А, это мой. Так, чувак должен быть внизу. Нет? Нет. Он вон там вот. А, подожди. А насчет чего это сейчас поговорю? F5 нажимаю.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave.
Have no fear. I will bring him.
I'm still without.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, by to be honest.
Did you say he? My men's.
That is.
Let's go and find him. Thank.
Happy to be of some help.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Флавия и Лаура.
Yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a
Что за
word?
глазами глазами?
You'll find them over there, in port.
Be back soon, Captain.
Так. Вот мы выяснили. Кладовая. Ага, это Юнга, а это мои чуваки, да? Надо будет их искать. Так, Юнга. Юнга. Пока бегаем в этом дерьмо, может перелезть можно? Нет. Им надо было сделать, чтобы как в этой игре, как в Mass Effect или еще где-то, чувак не бегал за тобой постоянно, а просто появлялся, когда начинается бой, допустим. Подсветка, конечно, очень прикольно сделана. Не надо каждый ящик тыкать.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening.
В
We went to have a
таверне.
drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he
Задумчивым.
was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Так,
I need to be
понятно.
going. Farewell.
Так, идем туда тогда. На карте, кстати, все классно обозначается. Так, это будет, сейчас будет Махач, походу, где-то. Это этот, да? Зелень дается, забей.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him.
Что-то голос у него не соответствует с лицу.
He didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they
Голос не соответствует лицу. Голос такого старичка.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Так, ладно. Давайте.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Что-то печалит его.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Отлично, куда мы пойдем-то? Допросить свидетелей. Кабак где у нас? А где кабак? Вот это вот, что ли? Да, это верно. Да, сюда надо идти. Во. Вы перегружены и не можете бежать. А как продать кому-нибудь? Так, я сейчас бегу. Мастерская есть. Алхимик. Ну, мастерская алхимик. Торговец прямо. Давайте попробуем к торговцу забежать. Да, не могу бежать, он мне ругается. Потом сюда зайдем. Мне нужен этот чувак, торговец. Во, поговорить можно.
Such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Продать. Так. Клеймор. Клеймор. Эти оставляем дальше по бронькам, ё-моё. Видите, какие-то слоты есть, улучшения стоят. А что по весу? 90 из 200 стало, да? Всякие ловушки и прочее, окей. Погнали. Теперь могу бегать.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Good.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in. with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received. Allow me to congratulate you.
You are correct, Excellency.
It is a station of great... The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be in charge. I only regret that your departure...
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sardet, and to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your
He is not here, but perhaps...
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, He had an
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that his men escorted him from the tavern using...
Witnesses? In a tavern?
These witnesses are all in agreement.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband... A gesture that your drunkards...
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking. We learned the new name they gave him. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband...
Where might I find your...
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Those are great but you will bring honor upon...
I thank you, Excellency. My cousin Constantine is about to...
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. Well, then, that is a pity. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations.
You seem slightly hesitant.
A rather unscrupulous individual.
Do people actually give...
Alas, yes. They snatch up, as you can well imagine, this vulgar trickster in any city of the Bridge Alliance.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promise.
I thank you, X. The man operates in the city center.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
If you had any idea who I am... Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a pat? Punishment.
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. I saw them inflicting torture on to find a remedy to the Malachor. They won't.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace. Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up...
Your methods don't seem so different than...
I don't torture people. And this...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents.
So... what are you going...
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to...
I swear it.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help...
It would be better if I remain...
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted. Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way? Holy Edens, they've seen me. Protect me. And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! I should have stayed at the time. I was safe. To my health, and death to the others! To get dicey. Is your hat out of style? Does your best belong to last year's version? My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally.
Let's just say I put an end. Matters turned out a little more... He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again.
We followed his trail to the coin guard tower. All the same, you have nothing to fear.
Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an thank you for your help.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, that said. We did catch a
smuggler.
In the port jails. May I ask you, why the sudden...
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene.
Happy to see that you trust me enough. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. They're making quite some ruckus. We, of course, refused entry. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain you're... But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially.
What do you mean?
That's discretion and...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claimed...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were...
A contract? But what kind of
A commercial contract. In exchange for... In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from... What I can tell you is the young man hasn't, and ever since, he's been ignored.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Your Highness, I'm happy your absence.
Come now, Sir de Corsilio. My father may have been angry, outraged. I'm sad to have caused you any. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, though still seeing double from last night's drink? Ta-da!
You might have refrained from the company of...
Take away the risk, and half...
I fear that... But you wanted to ask me...
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. She told me a strange story about her. She said that he was taken when he was...
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's children born on their ships belong to them. But certain contracts are so important. From time to time, the congregation has passed such a call.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between...
No. That pact ended, but Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. And what counts most is that breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
I've seen a few escape.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me if this is some sort of trick to get me to...
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now.
I'm already locked up. Yes, I am a...
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I don't really think of my clients as kin, but...
A real saint you are. Tell me where I can find them and...
That works for me. Your two Telemites. They must be waiting for me. But you might... If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find them...
Thank you.
Anytime. And these dogs... Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! Who is there?
Matthew.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown.
Have you come to deliver us to the... Please, please, we are not heretics.
In that case, why is the ambassador of... Why is the Inquisition...
Our only error was...
It's true. We presented our...
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking that the Inquisition wants to silence...
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying?
Our work concerned
the disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who...
The very same. His writing...
With the discovery of Teofredi, we wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of.
And?
Teofredi is without any doubt the text that we discovered...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth.
It was written in black and white.
I understand now what that... This voice from the depths sounds more the...
The sacred texts are always different.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
By entering Al-Sad's clandestines, you...
That would be better than...
Did you try speaking with the censors? You...
Oh, we were even ready to say that we had never seen the...
It served no purpose.
I see. Well, you have...
I beg of you, please do not deliver us.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin. If he can be persuaded to offer you a...
Your goodness honors you.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to... Stay here. Your Excellency.
Lord Des...
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning... And it seems that this is not to the liking of...
These sinister hypocrites are going to...
Without a doubt. And that's why the...
We are willing.
At the port of Serene.
Very well.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing.
If you would allow me...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you.
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomat.
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might... We have nothing else to do.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide...
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek? careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Sworn through is your hat.
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed.
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
You do? It's a
All we can do is plot a course. No, I do thank you. Your actions bring you on.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
So eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
So eager to discover Tyr Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they said
The beast is awoken!
So eager to discover Tyr Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be...
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Gentlemen! Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Wear and cut and ready hot to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a win!
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.